What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Heavy Stealing Hot Rods. I'm on CRPM's the Ironworker Gearhead, and today we're back at it again, man. Always gonna be out here in the structural steel. You know what it is. We got the guys already doing some steel. I'm actually gonna be headed to the northwest side out there in Corpus Christi to go check out the laydown area for the crane at the northwest substation for the police station. I'm gonna head back to the American Bank Center downtown Corpus Christi and finish out that layout. Let's go ahead and get today started, guys. All right, everybody, we made it out here to the northwest substation, the police station. The site workers are still doing a whole bunch of work out here. We were out here maybe a month ago or so, a couple weeks ago out here. We actually put up 2 columns out there on the pad. They're gonna be submerged into the cement. Right now I'm gonna come talk to the superintendent right now and see where they want to lay out this crane for the laydown yard and all that good stuff, because we should be out here in the next couple weeks or so. That's all my steel right there. We were out here, like I said, maybe a month or 2 ago. I don't know, it's been a minute. But we offloaded all the steel and went and put those 2 columns up over there. I'm gonna go ahead and find Ruben, see what's up. So basically we're gonna get everything ready for this little area. It's about a 60 by 25. We're gonna do a little bit of trimming on the trees, the site guys, and backfill this, backfill over here. That way, this will be the lay down area for the crane. I'm gonna try and get a crane that can reach all the way to this end. So maybe like a 145 or 175, only because they're gonna be grading all this down and getting ready for the parking lot, throwing the lime, and it's gonna take us maybe about a week to not be stepping on it. We still need another hot shot driver to come and drop out the rest of the steel. It's a bit of a light order of steel right here, so we need more steel. But if we could get the crane right there and it can reach all the way over here, we can have our lay down area, our forklift bringing in the steel, pick it on the crane and go ahead and connect it in. I think that could be pretty ideal. But I'm gonna have to get with Gulf Coast Cranes and make sure that they have, you know, a 175 that could reach over here. So, but I just talked to the superintendent, Mr. Ruben. Everything's looking pretty good. He's looking at having us here probably like another month. They're just getting ready to start pouring that pad. So they got a significant amount of work they got to do. So he's saying maybe at the most a month, which should be pretty good with me, because we're going to be killing a lot of the other job sites. And I got to go to the south side, whether with Lonnie or the other substation, and go hang the 2 columns that I hung here. They're identical buildings. So that's all right. It's going to give us some time in between to keep on working and finish their job sites. So that's pretty cool. I'll get with Gulf Coast Cranes and I'll get with my shop to make sure we get everything coordinated for over here. But for right now, let's go to the American Bank Center. Alright, now we made it out here to the American Bank Center. I think they're gonna have like some type of event today, because there's like a whole bunch of staff and people asking us what we're doing here and shit. Regardless, we're gonna make our way up to the top, back up there to where the cooling tower area is, finish out this layout. Hopefully the rain will stay away today, that way we can get going. We're back out here now. We got Michael down here on the bottom. He's about to verify these numbers with me. Yesterday we did the other side of these forms, so we know that from the edge of form it's 1 foot 9 3/8, and 1 foot 9 3/8 from his edge of form. We're gonna go ahead and do a little temporary mark right now, and then from those marks we'll go ahead and test it out with our 100-foot tape, and we'll have our 33, 5 and 5/8. And once we get that, double check it, we'll be pretty good, and that'll be our cross-reference points for our length and our width of our layout, and then from there we can actually set the embed layout. Okay, so from right here, 1 foot 9 3/8. 1 foot 9, 1, 2 3/8. 1 foot 9 3/8 right there. 1 foot 9, 1, 2 3/8. Then let me grab my square. Go do the other side. Same thing. 1 9 3/8. Alright, now we're gonna double check this line right now and make sure that it's actually the one we need. If not, we'll cross it out and redo it, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be right. Fucking 8-inch on. That's good. Perfect. Both of you 8-inch on. Well, I don't know if you got that. right, good news. We're only an 1/8 inch off, 33.5 and a quarter, and we need 33.5 and 3/8. I think I said 5/8 earlier. I was wrong about that. 3/8. So we're only an 1/8 inch off, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and mark out my end bits now. I forgot to press record on my phone. I already got the first one damn near all lined out, but yeah. Y'all can see me finish it and you'll see me do the whole next one next. On these end beds, we're gonna be marking them out at 14-inch end beds by 14 inches. So basically on my center lines you guys saw me throw, I'm pulling 7 inches on either sides. Once I have that all nice and laid out, my end bed, I'm gonna go ahead and pull from my center lines 5.5 and 5.5, and that's gonna be exactly where my bolts land. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what it looks like right now. So that's the end bed right there. Well, that's basically not the end bed, excuse me. That's my base plate. And then that's the anchor bolts. So yeah, that's the first one. I gotta go mark another one on that one, another one on that one, another one on that one, and then I'll figure out the middle ones. I'm still not sure if I actually want to do the middle ones right now, or if I want to just, you know, anchor them down later. Once I get the actual steel up here, just fucking hit it. But I'll see here shortly how it goes. So from this vantage point, you can see a lot better what I'm doing here. I'm using the lines that we squared off yesterday from the existing forms as my center lines. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and pull 7 inches from each one of these center lines, and we're gonna be going out and marking out a 14-inch by 14-inch base plate. So this base plate is already welded onto the I-beams there at the shop that they will be delivering to us to erect. Right now, I'm just marking them out and getting them laid out. From the same center marks, I will be pulling 5.5 inches and 5.5 inches, and those are going to be my 2 lines for my anchor bolts. So I'll go ahead and pull that from the top line, the middle line, and the bottom line, and then 5.5 inches from that center line as well. And I'll go ahead and circle them up so that way they can see exactly what it is. So that is the same thing I have here on my prints. I'll show y'all better right there. I don't know if y'all can see that real clear. And right there, we got the 6 anchor bolt holes. They can go ahead and core drill, or they can go ahead and fucking hammer drill, however they please, and I'll install the epoxy and the anchors. Let's go do 2 more, and then we'll work on the middle one. Right now, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's going ahead and stopping by, investing your time and watching these construction vlogs, heavy steel and hot rods. You guys can find us at YouTube at Ironworker Gear. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share the videos, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff. Go ahead and hit the comment section. Let me know if you like the videos. If you don't, if you guys want more instructional videos, if you want me to talk about more certain things, y'all let me know and I'm gonna try and do it for y'all. I appreciate your time. Let's keep going, guys. Okay, we got all 4 of these forms all laid out already. Got the base plates and the anchors laid out. Right now, I got those 4 in the middle. I only have a grid line showing me center the long ways, not the width ways. So I'm gonna go talk to Cody and see if I can in fact do it the way I wanted to. Go ahead and lay out the 4 corners. They can go ahead and get them drilled. Once they're drilled, the inspector has to come check them out. Once we pass that inspection for the holes, we can go ahead and drop our anchors and our epoxy in there. Once we drop the anchor and the epoxy, plus all we need to do is go ahead and actually build the thing on the floor, fly it up with a crane. Once we fly it up with a crane, I'm hoping to do these middle ones last, because they're gonna fall exactly where they are. This building's already squared out. It's gonna go where it's gonna go. And fall there, and then hopefully get a hammer drill in SDS and just go ahead and hammer drill those last 4 in there. But I gotta talk to Cody. That's just a thought I'm having. Hopefully they're gonna allow me to do that. But let's go ahead and hike our way down there, take the rest of the stuff back to the car, and let's see what he has to say about this. All right, everybody, so I went ahead and talked to Cody, and I talked to another guy. I think his name is Dylan or something, I don't know, but I talked to Cody for sure, the superintendent. He's gonna talk to a guy named Keith and Patrick, which are the project managers of this project, and see what's up, because those anchor bolts are not gonna work. They have a square washer on the bottom and they have a nut on the bottom. That's not gonna work for the core drilling or for the hammer drilling. So they're gonna go figure out those details, and then I told them about the middle ones and the bottom in the middle right here that we're not really able to get any details on how to pull them. So he said he's gonna get that figured out as well. Here in a little while, he's gonna call me, hopefully within the hour or something. You wanna put those prints back there for me, please? Hopefully within the hour, he'll call me and give me an answer for that. And then maybe if everything all goes well, maybe by next Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be over here starting to get ready to get the steel delivered, start you know, erecting it here on the bottom and then flying it up to the top. But right now, let's go back to Ricardo. Well, all right, we made it back out here to Ricardo, Texas. The boys are getting the next beam over there. Then we bring it in over to this side. This is gonna be the next one they gotta do. They're gonna put that beam in right there, tie in those. They did come over here and actually pour the cement. They put this in bed, we got that one fixed. They put this in bed, we got that one fixed. But now there's another problem over here that I found out this morning. There's a discrepancy between my prints and the cementero's prints. So the discrepancy is on the plans, it's calling this to be 8'8" and 1/8, and it's 8'11" right now. So that throws us off because I still need to have my column sit right there, right in the corner of that embed, right there, because it needs to go ahead and hook up to that column right there. So if I go ahead and pull the beam length, which is 7'5" and 3/8", I believe, off the top of my head, from that center mark to this next center mark over here, I'm gonna be too short. My beam's gonna be about 3 inches too short, 4 inches too short. Let me see. It's gonna be 4.5 inches too short. So that's not good. It ends up being a discrepancy between our two sets of prints and the actual size of this right here, the actual opening, the rough opening. So I'm gonna go with my detailer because most likely we're gonna hang these columns where they need to be, and then we'll just measure the rough opening inside of the beam, inside of the column, so we can get that new beam fabricated from the shop and get it hightailed out here. All right, guys, now it's time to fly this steel. We're gonna get this girder in there, start connecting some steel right quick. At the end of the day, so we're gonna be able to get too much done, but we're gonna get what we can get done. Alright everybody, well that's gonna go ahead and be the day, man. Long ass day, I got a headache. Went over there to the northwest side substation, went over there to the American Bank Center. I gotta go back tomorrow to the American Bank Center and actually go do those middle ones and go check them all again before the inspector gets there. And then we're gonna come over here, there's a whole bunch of discrepancies out here. That little area, the awning area, really fucked up a bunch of shit. So unfortunately we're gonna end up having to take down some beams, move the columns again. I'm gonna have to move them to where it's not calling on my print, so I'm a little bit concerned about that because usually we just follow the print no matter what until we get a change order. But I'm gonna check it all out and let you all know what's up. But other than that, it's gonna be the day, guys. Y'all already know what it is. I'm on CRP on the Ironworker gear with heavy steel and hot rods. Go ahead and check us out. YouTube at Ironworker Gearhead. Make sure you like, subscribing, sending the videos, you know what I mean, to anybody that might be interested in steel erection, ironworking, certified welding, fabrication. Whew. I'm tired. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna see if I can get my truck today because this thing has been way too long and I'm fucking beyond pissed. So here's what it is. Y'all stay blessed, y'all stay grateful, y'all stay safe. Don't look back unless you count yesterday's money and live your motherfucking life with a 10.